governor of New Mexico is now facing backlash for her 30-day temporary ban on open and concealed carrying of guns in public places after a series of recent shootings. The local sheriff in Albuquerque is calling the ban unconstitutional, saying the gun ban puts his deputies at risk of political violence and will not be enforced.
So the sheriff's remarks have come after Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham declared gun violence a public health emergency, and that is the justification for her order banning the carrying of weapons in public. This came just days after the killing of an 11-year-old near a minor league baseball stadium. Critics are now protesting. They say this ban won't improve safety and will actually put their safety at risk as people resist it. Our Victor Oquendo is in Albuquerque, New Mexico, with the latest.
Do not comply!
Outrage after a controversial firearm ban in New Mexico. The emergency order sparking open carry demonstrations in Albuquerque. Crowds of people publicly carrying guns in defiance of the governor.
It is time to declare an end to this kind of violence. It is, in fact, an epidemic.
Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham issuing a 30-day ban on carrying firearms in Albuquerque and its surrounding county, and proclaiming gun violence a public health emergency after 2 children were killed, the latest in a string of shootings. In response to the temporary ban, 2 gun advocacy groups, along with residents, filing lawsuits, calling the order unconstitutional.
They need to take these people off the streets that are causing this violence. It's not the gun that's the problem. It is the people.
That order suspending both open and concealed carry, excluding law enforcement and licensed security. Officials say it was at this minor league ballpark last week where 11-year-old Froylan Villegas was killed and his aunt Tatiana critically injured when a road rage incident led to a drive-by shooting. The family telling ABC News Froylan was murdered in cold blood and Tatiana was left with 5 bullet wounds and paralyzed from the waist down, adding, "We only pray that no other family experiences this pain, and we hope that Froylan's story can be the change that this world needs to see."
Victor, thanks. And the governor does recognize this move may be tough. She says no one in New Mexico, particularly in Albuquerque, is safe, but enforcing this ban will be a huge challenge. Our contributor and former chief of detectives for the NYPD, Bob Boyce, joins us now. So let's have a reality check, Bob. The sheriff has even said he will not enforce this ban, saying, look, this is against our Second Amendment rights. I'm worried about my deputies. So can the governor do anything about this type of resistance that she's facing from the sheriff? If he's not going to enforce it, then really, what can she do?
Well, actually, it's a political move she's made, and law enforcement is correct. That's unconstitutional. And just about everybody on both sides of this issue agree to it. You cannot suspend the Constitution to meet a goal under the thing of public safety because of shootings. There's other ways you can do that. So she's really suspending the United States Constitution. And this is something that everybody sees as false. And if they make arrests on this, they're the ones who'll get sued, not her. Of course, she'll get sued as well, but they're also paying that price. So I think they're accurate. There's not much she can do, and she's painted herself in a little bit of a corner here that she didn't have to do. This is a terrible problem in the country. There's no questions. But you have to look at a couple different facts here. Who's committing these crimes? Mostly it's criminals and the mentally ill. And that's the issue here. Let's get some strategies towards that end and not taking everybody's rights away, which is Second Amendment. She wants a statement on the Second Amendment. I think she's gone about it the wrong way.
So this is a political stunt.
There's no question it is, and it's going to fail. It's failed before. In New York State as well. Not such severe as this, but it was reversed in New York State as well. This is a red flag state. There's plenty of law here in New Mexico. It's not a constitutional carry state either. So the law has a lot of ability here. Let's prosecute the criminals who go carry them and traffic them, and do something about those who are mentally ill who are carrying these guns. Taking one specific incident, this is a horrible incident, this little boy being killed, and then turning it around on this, it's really not the way to go. And I'm a little surprised it happened because it will fail.
Right. This is way, way at the outer boundaries of government power and probably beyond them. Governments do have emergency powers. The governor of Virginia, Ralph Northam, back in 2020, I believe, had a 4-day banning of guns on the Capitol grounds because there were political threats around that, and so he used his emergency powers to ban guns on the Capitol grounds. It got challenged and upheld at the first level. Whether it would have been upheld beyond is anything. According to a lawsuit now in New Mexico filed by the National Association for Gun Rights, this group wants the judge in that case to grant an injunction prohibiting this governor's order from being enforced. But really at the center are these sheriff's deputies. Do you think they are in real danger if they are ordered to enforce this sweeping ban on carrying weapons in New Mexico?
I believe they are. This is a hot button issue. This is where the ghost guns all started, by the way. The fear of government coming in and taking guns away from people, the ability to defend themselves. This is how that started. Now it's been morphed into different areas of criminal activity, of course, but this is the crux of that whole issue, why people did that. So they were afraid of government coming and take their guns. You see those individuals are making a strong statement by carrying their guns in an open venue. So this could be a real problem, and law enforcement should be on point here. This is a very dangerous path to go into right now.
Bob Boyce, appreciate it. We'll follow on the story, that's for sure.
Yep.
Probably won't last long, but it'll be a political discussion that'll can carry on for quite some time.
And legal. Bob, thanks very much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.